Yeah, so my name is Petronela. Petronela Zilik. I am from Slovakia. I came here, I'm since here 2003, yes. So 20 years. Yeah, so I am a single mother of 3 children, hardworking. I love working hard, and every day I have opportunity to learn. And yeah, what can I say? 2 years ago, I opened my charity, which is called Petronela's Hope. Finally, we are registered, and yeah, we're actually helping my charity, helping victims and survivors of domestic violence.
Thank you so much, Petronela, and it really means a lot for you to be here. And so the first question I'd like to ask is, what does being strong mean to you?
If you don't mind, I prepare myself. I was writing what I'm going to share with you. So if you don't mind, I'm going to read it, but also I'm going to share from my, my thoughts from my head. So strong people, for me, strong persons, strong people set and respect boundaries. Strong people are confident enough to say, this is what I want or need, or I want to respect that.
I think we forget that strong is also saying no, and that's what boundary setting is.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. And from my experience, I was, because of fear and because I didn't have knowledge, and because of fear, I didn't know how to say no. And because of the past, I always was very pleasing to others. So I didn't know how to say no.
Yeah, well, thank you for sharing that. And could you share an experience where you had to be strong, and how did you handle it?
As I would say, I think I was all my childhood, because I grew up in foster care home. As a 2 months old baby, I was rejected, and grew up in foster care home without mother, without father. I go through trauma, which I have to be resilient, and I survivors. From my age 3.5, I was sexually abused till 7. From my age 8 till 18, I was adopted, where I was abused physically, mentally, and my stepmother, she always told me that I can't achieve nothing, that I'm nobody, and I didn't believe that, and I think it was make me strong. I knew from my age, like 12, 13, I have to be just survive and live like that. And from my age 18, I end up on the street as a homeless, and I rather live on the street than go back to abusive household. And this what make, I think, from all my childhood, be strong, I am survivor. So because I am survivor, I'm strong.
Yeah, and what I'm hearing is, regardless what happened to you on the outside, which is terrible, by the way, and thank you so much for sharing it, you had that mental strength, that mental resilience to say, I do not believe what they're saying, I do not accept what is happening, and that was your strength, and that's how you managed to cope with whatever was going on externally to you and around you.
Yeah, as a child, I believed. As a child, I believed, because I was told that I'm nobody and I'm never going to achieve nothing, and I believed that. But after 18, 19, I start to, I start living freedom, even I was homeless. And I realized that it's me and no one, I'm not anymore control. What has, make me more, to realize that after, actually, it's not about what people say about you, it's about how you're going to act on it. And I had, because of my past, of my childhood, I suffer a lot of mental challenges. I tried to kill myself over 9 times, and always I end up in a mental hospital. I harm myself so many times, and because of that, because I believed what they said about me, damage myself, damage my mentally, but also I rather hurt myself than others. And I believe that because I'm nobody, if I'm gonna kill myself or suicide myself, that I'm gonna make people happy without me. But what actually happened later, I found out that inside on me was telling me that no, Petronela, you can do it. You have to be strong. And there was like, I was living like that nearly 15 years. And I'm so blessed. I heard this voice. I was following and believe it. Now I know I actually believe my instincts.
Yeah. Yeah. I think when we're told something so much from the outside, we start to believe it. But as you just said, if we stop and listen to the inside, we know we're worth something. We know we're contributing. We know we're greater than what we're being told. So it's about empowering our inner voice, as you just said, however long it takes. You know, I'm 45 and I'm still working things out, and I didn't have that constant telling off of me being worthless. So it is about giving ourselves the power and the strength to listen to the voice within. And do you think that how do you think societal expectations around women affects the concept of strength?
How do you say? I grew up where it was all the time expect from me to be to obey, listen, and don't show any emotion. And I couldn't ask. So I have no ability to give a question. In my culture, where I'm from, Slovakia, women can't work, can't have desires for careers. Or I wanted to be so much actor. I loved art or music and dance, and my stepfather, my family, they told me, you can't achieve it as an actor. You can't be, you have to stay home, have a children, and be quiet. And I hate it. I was inside me. I knew I have this talent. I love, I knew inside me there is a talent which I can share with others and make them happy with this, and not just to help them, but because of that, what I was so taught from, what they've been saying to me, they actually again damage me. And that society in Slovakia, and mostly in countries, there is Slovakia or different country, they are very, I don't know how to say, like they're living like in cult, yeah. But when I came in this country 20 years ago, I was so wow. I was like, I was so pleased and blessed, and I could be myself here. I was like, I wasn't judged, and this is why I stay here, because I start being in love with this country, because there wasn't judgment here. There wasn't, so yeah.
That's really interesting. And I think it does depend on country per country. And I do acknowledge I am very, well, accidentally in a good space, because I am white, I'm from Britain, I come from a family that supported me, and there are certain privileges that I have naturally, by no effort or merit of my own, that have helped me in my life, where others don't have access to or have actively had the opposites.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you think are some common misconceptions around strength that you have encountered?
I was thinking about a question. I could put like example about strength training, strength training, for example, or body weight. When somebody tell you that trainings make you bulky, or trainings make you, for example, or some you got some drinking, which one you can drink, and this drink 100% gonna make you, it's make you like 99% skinner. So this kind of I would say people who they are easy to manipulate, they believe. Yeah, so this kind of stuff for me.
Yeah, it's the absence
because
of
you need
strength.
to work very hard. You need to, for example, I'm a runner, yeah, and I am a runner, and when I started running, it's take me like, how you say, when I start running, for example, take me 10, 15 minutes. I start first year, then I will say, no, okay, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. But after another year, I start 40 minutes. After another year, yeah. And now I can run 10 miles or 12 miles without no problem, obviously of the timing, but it takes me where I am now 3 years. So, so what I'm trying to explain that it's like, for example, they saying that the strength training makes you bulky. It's life. How to explain?
Yeah, I get that completely. It's strength is about turning up every day, and it takes a long time. It's not about
Yes.
fast wins almost. And how has your understanding of strength influenced your approach to success and goal setting? And this may be in sport, this may be in your charity as well.
All my life, my childhood, I was a survivor, and I call myself survivor. And I have no one who can support me or loves me. And because of that, I suffer lots, and I had lots of challenge behaving, and so many people, and I can see how it's very important to give other people's. And if you don't, for example, I'm a mother, yeah, and I can see every day how it's, if I give my children, if I won't give them emotional support, they struggle, and how I could see through their behaving. So they jumping and they're asking for the jumping attention. So yeah, this is first point what I would like to say. But second, this is reason why I am so blessed. I am regarding the strings. God led me to survive till now. There is a reason, and it's the same with you. Every survivor's got a purpose, and this purpose, and I'm so blessed, I found through this what I go through. Actually, I found my purpose of my life to help others, and this is the reason why I set up my charity Petronela's Hope, and to let them know, to people who they are growing up without mother and father, it's not okay, but you can be survivor and you can have a happily life. But take a time to, you need to acknowledge it and accept the things which one you cannot change in your life, but you can fight with them. And if you do this for yourself, and this is what this Petronela is all about, we would like to give them support, and doesn't matter which condition, without no judging, and to let them know that we are here for you.
Yeah, it's amazing the amount of women that I ask this question, and for them that strength is about giving back, and it's about creating community, and that is exactly what you're doing. You know, your strength and is now the success of others as well as you along the way.
Yes, and if I can share with you, I am so pleased and blessed what I received from where we're living, you know, from my community. 3.5 years, me and my children, we end up in a refuge house. During one day, I lost everything, and community, how much helped me. They helped me to get to refuge, and I struggle a lot. I go through so much depression, and I didn't know how to handle it. My ex, I found out that my ex cheating on me with my best friend. I was heartbroken. I couldn't believe my best friend for 11 years. And what I go through as a mother, as a single mother, and how much I receive amazing, I receive such a support from community, which I never forget, and I'm so grateful. And also, this is the reason why I'm doing Petronela's Hope, to give back what helped me, and I believe it's gonna help others.
Yeah, I can already see it. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. And unfortunately, I think many people who are listening, and myself included, will resonate, because I think the people closest to us who should be supporting us and allowing us to flourish and strive sometimes are the ones that hold us back and hurt us the most as well. So yeah, it's a tough world out there, but it sounds like you're creating a very nurturing community and supporting others to keep growing and have that support network and a safety net, so that they don't have to fall far if they do come across hard times.
Yes, Yes, and so many people, they struggle and they wanted to, they struggle mentally because they haven't got no one around. And not just that, because of the past, and they haven't got an opportunity to get healed through the trauma. I started to have a therapy. I was in rehabs for 10 months. And I'm so, not just that, 10 months I was in rehabs because I was alcoholic for nearly 9 years. And I'm so blessed that I admitted these issues. And not just that, that was the best. And I'm always saying to my children, the best victory for you is to admit your problem. No problem. I'm here to support you. And this is really which one I received on rehabs. Also, I go through the therapy. I was sexually abused as a child, and I go through the therapy regarding my sexual abuse. And there was the best things that I actually to go there, and because so much helped me. And not just that, I realized it wasn't my fault. And all the years, 30 years, more than 30 years, I thought it's my fault. I thought it's my fault. And then when I started to go to the therapy, actually, the help at me, not just that I renew with myself. I just was so pleased and amazed. And this is also what we would like to encourage other women and help them, support them through the therapy. And it's okay to admit that you have depression. We are here to help. I had a depression. I had a suicide thoughts. And look where I am now, because I admit the problem. And it's okay. It's no problem. So to go through this kind of tough times, and you have after that challenge behaving, it's okay, it's normal. And I'm so pleased that I could share this with you, because I always saying to my children, like I said before, the best things for yourself you can do today, admit your problem. No problem, we're gonna deal with that.
Yeah, well, I was going to just ask you about a tip or technique for developing and nurturing strength, but I think you just answered it. It's about admitting and then seeking help, is it?
Yes, and also is never give up, and always there is a way out, but you must believe it, want it, and do something for that. And don't focus about timing. Don't. So this is my motto, how I live.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Thank you. And I love starting things and ending them the same way. It's my little thing. So the last question is actually the first. And what does being strong mean to you?
I was actually thinking, and I'm still thinking, what shall I say? But for me, it's like that I start celebrate myself. That I start celebrate small things. That I'm grateful. This is a lot. But I think a strong person is to realize that what you go through and where are you now, and you're still alive. This is amazing, because all of us, we go through something. Doesn't matter if you have parents, or you've been rejected, or you've been abused, or you've been emotional abuse. All of us, each of us, we go through something, yeah. And I believe from my heart that the strength is in you. How you gonna deal with that? And believe it, that you can do it. You believe it, you can do anything.
That's so powerful to end on. Well, Petronela, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for being part of 45 Strong and for sharing your really, really deep journey on this planet. And I can see how, there are some things that I would wish on nobody that you've gone through, but you've turned it around and made it such a positive platform to give back to your community. So one, thank you for being on the podcast for the series, but two, thank you so much for what you're doing in the world as well.
Thank you, Kate. Really appreciate it. And I wish you all the best. And I'm so pleased to meet you. I'm so pleased.
Thank you.